We just completed the greatest playoff comeback ever to advance to the Serie del Rey, or the LMB World Series. But it came at a cost. Some of our best players are injured, others are sick, our bullpen is gassed, our starting rotation is all out of whack, and now we have to face our toughest challenge yet, Monterrey, the best team in the North Division this year and one of the most storied franchises in Mexico. And it all starts with Game 1. Brooks is frozen.
Frozen.
Back spasm, just like. I'll commit adultery. Sorry, Yak, you've been given the Ponce treatment. You've been ditched. I just want to guarantee that if we do this thing today, that you're going to leave your husband for me. I don't want to be the side chick. If this goes well, have Ponce break the bad news. He's been doing it all year. Throwing partners are sacred. You get married early in the year, and when someone violates the sanctity of that bond, like Ponce did to me, not good. This seems like a happy marriage. Lots of arguing.
I want back whichever.
No, I'm cheating. I'm cheating with Connor.
I want back whichever. I never went through with the divorce.
So here's the deal, vlog. Yesterday was Game 1, except that Game 1 never happened because there was political protests or something. I still don't know exactly what happened, but Monterrey's bus couldn't get to the stadium, so they just spent an hour in the bus and then went back to the hotel, and the game was canceled. Allegedly, there will be a baseball game today, which is good for me because I get an extra day of recovery. It's good for us because our pitching was a little bit bunched up. We were trying to unwind it by having Leal go Game 2 on short rest, but now he doesn't have to be on short rest. He's on normal rest, and I get some extra time off. Finally, a little bit of luck is going our way. However, there is rain in the forecast for tonight. Here's the thing. I have been given a warning by the league that I'm not allowed to gesture to the fans. Most people will call that entertaining the fans. The fans can chant, they can throw beer at our players in the bullpen, they can throw beer at me on the field. That's all fine, no problems. But if I do this to the fans, that's 2-game suspension, allegedly. Here's the deal though, I'm a starting pitcher. So if after a game I do this to the fans and I get a 2-game suspension, I pitch every 5th day. So it doesn't do anything. Maybe I need to pitch like the clinching game and then afterwards get suspended for 2 games. That way, next time I come back to Mexico, I have to miss 2 games. Obviously, I'm not being serious here, but come on, 2 games for entertaining the crowd? That seems pretty ridiculous to me. Am I off base on that? Let me know in the comments. Also, it's even more ridiculous because I've been told that if I do this to the fans, not antagonistic, and if I do this to the fans, that's fine too, but this specifically, not okay. Good thing is, I have no problem not antagonizing the fans, because I would never do that unless provoked. Some team updates. Flores is banged up. He's on the injured list right now. Or not on the injured list, I don't think, but he's not playing because he sprained his ankle pretty bad in Game 7. Ornelas has some back stuff, so he's not ready to play yet. Hopefully he'll be back in a couple days. Yacobonis is sick, so he will not be in the bullpen today. Last series was a bit costly for our team. That's what winning a championship's about. Everyone's got to step up. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. After a successful session of adultery, it was time for some mechanical discussion during BP. Now, from there, take this, rotate. That's how you use it. So it's here, down, and then, yeah. So when this rotates, this is in the air still, and then this stops. So this pushes open, right? And then this,
Stop the energy.
this stops and presses this hip. So the backside is half rotation, and then the front side is the last half rotation. Yeah, half rotation, right? Now, yeah, and the lunge, it's hit and press back quick. So instead of going like this and absorbing, it's bah. Yeah. So that's a brief lesson on how hip rotation is supposed to work and how the block phase of the delivery plays into it. Now, I talk to my teammates about this stuff all the time. Sometimes they're struggling with velo, other times their command is off, sometimes their arm just isn't feeling great. And the good thing is, most of these issues can actually be solved by addressing some simple mechanical inefficiencies. But you have to know what to look for first, and you have to know what the problem is before you can solve it. So for those of you at home who may not throw hard enough to get to the next level, or who are experiencing arm pain that's preventing you from getting the results that you know you're capable of, how do you ensure that you're working on the right things to keep progressing? Well, you sign up for the 4-App Ultimate Pitching Program. And when you do, I'll do a full analysis of your mechanics to identify which areas you need to work on. I'll recommend drills that are best at improving those flaws and design a daily throwing program tailored to your specific goals and needs. This approach has helped some athletes gain more than 5 miles an hour on their fastball in 30 days, with the average user seeing more than 2 miles an hour increase after starting the program. It's a method I've used my entire career that's helped me become the best pitcher in college baseball and win a Cy Young Award in the big leagues, and it will help you achieve your baseball goals as well, whatever they may be. So don't waste any more time, scan the QR code or click the link in the description to download 4App and sign up right now. Okay, back to pregame introductions for game 1.
Hold on! Hold on! Hold on!
I understand nothing that's being said right now.
I'm sorry, but those Darth Vader jerseys were ugly.
I think they're sick. Darth Maul's also my favorite character, so.
But why?
Because he had a double-sided lightsaber and he was purely evil.
He was never a good guy at once. Who was the one that was Luke's father? Isn't it him?
That was Darth Vader.
So Darth Maul, Darth Vader, not same.
Different.
So Darth Vader, Luke's father, was a good guy.
He was originally Anakin. He was a
Anakin's a good
little boy. Very innocent little boy. And he grew up and he fell in love with a princess, even though he wasn't supposed to love.
Okay.
And then he got corrupted to the dark side because a very evil Sith Master, Dark Lord person convinced him that his wife had died.
The girl that he loved.
Yeah.
And she didn't die.
He ended up choking her and killing her.
Okay, so she was bad. Okay. So Darth Maul,
Yep,
always the bad guy.
always bad.
He's the guy with the red hair with the spikes on it?
Yeah, gotta put this back. That's a little better at least.
When I did it, it looks good. When you did it,
No, I had to tamp it, then you drag it. You
the drag?
tamp, and then you drag over the top of it to finish it. What high school did you go to?
I don't know. I didn't do the film.
I can tell. The big like freaking roller on a handle and you had to drag it?
In junior college, the coach made me soak the field after practice. He hated me, and I was the only good pitcher on the team. I would sit there and just water the film for like an hour. How many umpires? Six.
4 on the infield, 2 down the lines, yeah.
Hey, but the guy that tossed me back against Oaxaca, he got taken out of the lineup of umpires. They replaced him.
I heard he got
bad.
suspended for like a year because they thought he was throwing the game for us.
He got suspended for a year?
Supposedly
There's
someone,
no way he's throwing a game for us.
the rumor is that the umpire in game 3 at Oaxaca was suspended for a year because they thought that he was trying to rig the game in our favor.
No, I think it's only for this series, like all this year. Next year he will be in the sixth regular season.
If that's true and he was trying to rig the game for us, he sucks at rigging games.
So he did.
Because we lost that game bad. And finally, after political protests, introductions, and all the festivities, it was time for game 1. There was only one problem though. I have no one to talk to. All the gringos are in the pen. So here's what happened. Monterey put up 1 on the top of the first to take the lead, but we made some good defensive plays to limit the damage to 1.
Elevado, corto por el derecho, parece dominado. Se desentendió Barreto, no quería ir por la pelota. Aquino pisa y corre a tercera.
Hi, Larry. Very nice. Aquino! We answered back with 2 in the bottom of the second to go ahead.
Como octavo, una como séptimo.
Yeah! Swing it out of the way! Yep. If I'm facing these guys and you're like, hey, don't breaking balls. Don't throw any breaking balls. They can't hit your fastball. I think I'd get out there and I would still not trust that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the sleeper. I think the curveball just explodes all the models.
But my sweeper's not a worse pitch than my fastball at sea level. It's an elite profile. Now, if I throw 0 fastballs,
Yeah.
all my other stuff loses effectiveness, right? Because they don't have to worry about the 95.
Of course.
Okay, so then you just going based on that, the maximum effectiveness of my fastball plus my other stuff is somewhere in the middle of
40 and 50.
right. So if I'm between 40 and 50, every time you step in the box, you're like, well, I have a 50-50 chance that I'm going to get a fastball or something else.
Again.
And when I give you something else, it's either going to be a cutter, curveball, sweeper, split. If you're at sea level, right?
Yes.
If you're a lefty, it's most likely going to be a cutter, splitter, or curveball. You're not going to see a lot of sweepers.
Yes.
If you're righties and you're not going to see a lot of splits, it's going to be cutter, sweeper, and a couple curveballs. If I'm a 4-pitch mix to lefties, then I want to be 50-50 fastball off speed. If I'm a 3-pitch mix to righties, I want to be 33, 33, 33 because you have 3 different speed ranges that you have to cover. So I throw my cutter a lot and I trap them in the middle at 88. And that way the fastball and the sweeper get them out. Monterey struck back with 1 in the 3rd to tie and 2 in the 4th to go ahead 4-2. They knocked our starter out of the game early, but we weren't concerned. Keep it close. Here we go. Avoided the big inning. We kept it close. The double play was huge.
Double play was huge.
Yeah, let's keep it there. We're going to score off these guys. After overcoming what we did in the last series, nothing was going to faze us. Closer routine. Routine?
Yeah.
Closer.
Closer.
You closer. What, 5th inning?
No, 4 innings, go to bullpen. Antino is pretty fast and good player. Has shoulder, throw down.
105
105.
miles per hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2022.
Oh,
Big leagues.
Yeah. Cincinnati.
105. In the bottom of the 5th, the bats came alive. Run! Go! Come on, Frankie! He clearly has no idea where the fastball's going.
Yeah.
Well, Robbie! We put up 5 to take a 7-4 lead, and it was clear their pitchers were struggling to adjust to the Mexico City altitude.
Up to the altitude. And the other guy was having trouble with the ball too. He kept coming out of his hand. I can see it. He's like, he had to be cutting it and riding.
Elevation.
And the fastball was like 15 to 17 when he's probably used to like 20 to 22. So that Cano, like ball above the zone, probably no one's ever hit that pitch off him. Yep. Come on, Petey!
Team's crazy.
Huh?
That team's crazy.
This is the best team I've ever been on.
Is it really?
Like relative to like for the league or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, by far the best team I've ever been on. Like it doesn't matter. Like if we're down, if we're ahead, like we just like find a way to win every time.
The best team I've ever been on was in 22, 23 in the Dominican. That was the best team I've ever been on.
I've been on teams that are obviously more talented in the big leagues or whatever, but
But like we just won every game. So
Yeah.
It's like holy fuck. It's like if you went out there and just went 6, gave up 2 and 3, you're gonna win every game. They're gonna score 8 runs. But I don't know, this group of guys is nice. I feel like everybody gets it.
we were 50 games over 500 in the regular season.
Oh, I know.
While Brooks and I were talking, Monterey answered with 2 in the top of the 6th to make it 7-6. But we put up another 3 in the bottom of the 6th to make it 10-6, and that seemed to break them. Shutdown inning. Great command to the top.
Yeah.
Their whole lineup's not going to touch that.
That was the best. I mean, all of them were up there.
Yeah. We got Fierro in the 8th and then Enrocco in the 9th.
I like that. I don't think they have any chance on that.
We've done a good job of avoiding the big inning tonight, even though they've scored in a lot of innings. Bases loaded, nobody out. You give up 2, you say, okay, hey, we're fine there.
Yeah, you did your job more or less.
Yes! Ah!
I'm hanging.
I don't know why they sent you back out for the 3rd.
I don't know why either, bro. Like, I'm like, if you want me to come back in tomorrow, then like cut me off. Like, but now I'm hanging, 3 up now, 20-some pitches. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, you got to be down tomorrow. Down tomorrow with an off day and try to get your breath back.
Yeah,
I'll give us length in game 3, so you should be able to get like 3 days off. But
that'd be huge.
yeah,
Otherwise, I think they're going to keep on having me do that in case one of the starters gets in trouble.
if we're able to get Yak back, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Your inning was the biggest thing in the game. Bases loaded, nobody out. You keep it at 2, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's 4-2. We're fine." If that inning's 6, 7, 2, it's like, "Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
lift smoke up the ball." I'm putting my hat in the ring, boys. Homer.
I don't think this guy's cutter's cutting. I like that. I feel it. I kind of feel it.
He's barreled a couple balls tonight. We're already up 4. He can like open up a little bit, you know. Don't get hurt, Gamboa.
Oh.
We're up by 7 in the 9th. Calm it down. I was wrong about the homer, but we did put up 4 more in the bottom of the 8th to take a 14-6 lead. Down 8 in the 9th and you're swinging first pitch. Bounce the split and he swings at it. Oh, wow. Good take on his part. Yep. And that was it for game one. A 14-6 win to start the series off.
Can't go down 0-3 if you win the first one.
That's right. We're right on pace. Yeah, remember what I said when we were down bad against Oaxaca? If we win this series, we'll sweep whoever we play. Great job, boys. I'm like, wait, Tomo. Nice job, Pat. But do guys put it on their balls and sleep with it? That's the question. That happened to me one time. I had a Mark Pro on, like pad here and pad here for like a groin issue. I was wearing it at night and I fell asleep. In the middle of the night, the pad halfway peeled up, stuck to my balls, and started shocking me. And I woke up and I was like, first off, what the f***'s going on? Like, I can't like get the covers off me quick enough. It's just continuously shocking my nuts.
I can't wait to grill a ribeye out back.
Can't wait to order my meals from his meal service and actually eat healthy. I have to go I go 5 meals a day, 6 days a week, and spend like $850 a week on food. How about Taylor Swift getting shown like 9 times in the NFL is Back commercial? More than any of the players combined. So the way I read things, there's very little chance I actually pitch on Saturday. That means we have to get this game in, and the game on Saturday in Monterey can't get rained out. And apparently it's pouring in Monterey for like the last 2 weeks. Speaking of rain, at this point, basically every time I stepped on the field, it started to rain. And today was no different. Now my command has been pretty darn good recently. My stuff has been really good. There's not much to work on the pen today other than just keeping sharp. I got you guys. Yeah, you're welcome. You hanging today? Yeah. Does anyone have a better rain dance than me? Has to.
Always.
So everyone got to go inside without shagging BP. Except for me, of course, since I still needed to throw a bullpen. I'm gonna go throw a bullpen in the rain. Oh, that's a terrible start. I've not thrown one single strike this entire pen. Yeah, it's a terrible day. Thank you. Yeah, just gonna skip through that really quickly because I don't even want to watch that replay. I literally threw 2 strikes and over 20 pitches and quit because I was just getting worse. Not a great sign leading into my next start. Playoff version of what's in the box. I think I know what it is. I ordered some gloves and I think these are my gloves. This is from Prospect. That's the company that I ordered the gloves from. It's actually started by a AA pitcher with the Rays, which is pretty cool. So made for pro players by pro players. They're not paying me to say this or anything. This is the first one. I got 3 gloves. The first 2 are Diablos themed, firewood on it, Bauer Outage logo, nice embroidery. We got inside, it says sword, Trevor Bauer sword logo here on the web. Definitely gonna take a little bit of breaking in, but it feels nice. I like the smell of new gloves. But we have the little Diablo on the palm, but instead of a bat that he normally has, he's got a sword. Is it teal? Is it green? People say verde here, but I think it's teal. Anyway, let's look at the second one. Teal glove with the red stitching. This one says punch tickets, and it also has sword here on the inner palm. See this right here, Trevor Bauer signature model. Embroidery is really nice. This one's a little stiffer. I gotta look back at my notes, but I had these gloves made out of different leather to test different stiffnesses and quality and textures and feel and stuff like that. So one of these is American steer hide, one of them is Japanese kip leather. I'll have to look at my notes to see which one is which. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I love this one. This one, the color scheme of this is pretty cool. This one's sick. You know, the little Diablo in there with the sword in gold. Lacing is sweet. I like the color combo. This one says doors right here on the thumb, and also sword on the inner palm. I think my favorite color combo is the teal one here. Play catch with these over the next coming days. I don't know if one's gonna be ready for game 3. That's in 2 days. Probably won't be ready. Maybe for game 7 if there is one, which there's not gonna be a game 7. We're gonna win this thing before 7, but yeah, shout out to Prospect Gloves for sending me these, and I can't wait to test them out.
Pues por fin llegamos y estamos con Trevor. Trevor, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And I got another special gift right before the game too. This is Martin Juarez, and he paints these sick custom jerseys. You can check him out on Instagram at MartinJHez. This jersey is sick, so give him some love. All right. I'm just too tall to be standing here. I don't quite fit. What we found with our heat maps though is that if you execute it at the perfect spot on every heat map throughout the year, it saved you over a run and a half on your ERA, which was tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of value. So the game just becomes how often can I choose the right pitch?
No!
Ball.
No!
No.
Okay?
It's ball.
Ball?
Ball.
Ball?
Bueno, Rafa. Uh-huh. Honestly, there's not much to talk about in this game. We scored 4 in the second, 8 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and 3 in the seventh, which brought up some mildly interesting strategic decisions.
Interesting to see how we pitch this.
Put Ronnie in.
I don't mind that at all. I think it's someone that needs some innings would be good, and then maybe one guy that you want to get an inning. Yak's down, Connor's down.
There's no reason for anyone to go back-to-back now.
No.
Let Ronnie chew up 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah.
It'd be good for him to like get some, get some experience with it. I mean, it's been such a long inning. Poor Leal should just be done. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully we don't need him again in the series, but he'd be super fresh if if we did. Last thing you want to do is pull your starter too early, and then the bullpen struggles,
We
and you
actually
have
have
a
to use
game.
guys.
Yeah. Good inning. Who do you put in for this? Who do you put in after this?
I want to see Ponce.
If Ponce just threw the 0-0 cutter, that's why I've been trying to work with him on it all year. He would
Just to get ahead.
just something you could throw for a strike. 0-1. Now you can just throw this and that, and like no one's gonna hit you. Leal struggled a bit last series, but he returned to his dominant ways this game and completely shut Monterey down. Yes!
What?
Ah! Yeah! He went 6 1/3, gave up 2 hits and punched out 8, and got to come off the field for a standing ovation from the home crowd, which was awesome for him, especially because he signed with the Yankees for next year, and this may have been his last outing for the Diablos. Hey, there he is.
Who is it?
Ronald.
Is it?
I think it's Ronnie. Ponce or Ronnie? Yeah, it's Ponce, yeah.
Come on, that's Ponce. I know you have to look at
Yeah, that's Ponce. He threw the first one over the catcher's head. Definitely Ponce.
and the glove will stay back here.
Yeah. Their hitters want to get out of here so bad. Ponce de Leon, not ready.
I literally was throwing as hard as I could out there. 92, 94. That's fun.
Oh, you have one more? You know me?
It's because you're too buttoned
I
up.
always go one button on.
Yeah, but if you're trying to let it fly, you got to let it fly.
I'm cheerleading to go 2. Almost a here. Thanks for letting me play.
Pump's from 18s though.
18s.
Quite a few of them.
I feel like the slower I throw, the best bird I get,
Just in the air a little bit longer maybe or something.
out.
Yeah.
The curse watched you pitch.
We're fine in the bullpen. That's when I start. Well, we're not going to have that issue any further. Unless somehow you can be San Francisco of all the places you want, which you will not go.
Nice job. It's not easy to pitch after a month off, so.
The Rose Show.
Yeah. Is he in the yellow cleats? What's the first fastball velo?
Who? Ronnie?
Ronnie.
95?
95? Ponce.
I'd say 92. He's gonna get it up to 95, 96, but
I got 96. 95 is a good call. I got 96. Okay, I was wrong. First fastball velo was only 93, but he still had a clean inning to finish off a 17-0 win. Doors. Well, we're right on pace still.
now it's your turn to shut him out.
Yeah. Out of it. Good job, boys. I believe Ponce. After travel day, it was time for game 3, and finally my time to pitch. So while I'm warming up, there are a couple things worth noting. Number 1, it was quite hot and humid, and my body was still a bit tired from the emotion of last series. Number 2, we were close to sea level, so the ball was going to move a lot. And number 3, it was nice and sunny, but off in the distance, it's coming. It's going to rain.
No, it's not. It's not gonna rain.
I don't want to see out there.
Yeah,
I don't want to see out
that's it.
Now you can see how bright and sunny it was for this game, but I'm telling you, every time I pitch, it rains. Hold that thought for later in the game. Here we go, here we go, here we go. If you want to see a full pitch-by-pitch breakdown of this start, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my next video. But here's the story of the game. First up was Ramiro Pena. I faced him at the All-Star game, and he was overheard saying I didn't throw hard. So a lot had been made about that coming into this series.
What are we throwing today?
90, that's not great. 90 down, definitely not great. Kind of like that ball. Cutter velo's there, that's good. Now we'll go curveball down. 3 pitches, 1K. I guess he wasn't so ready for my little curveball. Oh yeah, and they clearly had watched me against Oaxaca because it was reported that they'd be ready for my, quote, little curveball. Off to a good start on that one, I think. Anyway, they came to swing, and I was throwing a lot of strikes. So when I came off the mound after the third inning, I'd faced 9 hitters and had thrown just 30 pitches. 0% chance of rain today, and it's f***ing raining, of course. But their starter, Stephen Tarpley, was dominating too, so it was 0-0 going out for the 4th. Time to face Pena again. And remember, he doesn't think I throw hard. Doors! 95, there we go. Should I send him this Doors shirt from trevorbauer.com? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to show off how you dominate hitters, we've got you covered. If you like blowing their doors off, the Doors shirt is for you. Maybe you love sawing them off, then the Firewood shirt is calling your name. Like making them swing and miss at your off speed? Get the Wind Farmer shirt. And of course, we've got all your sword merch too, like this Live by the Sword shirt or the sword hat. And no matter how you like dominating hitters, we've got something for you at trevorbauer.com. So scan the QR code, click the link in the description, or just go to trevorbauer.com and get yourself some merch. Okay, back to the game. I put up another clean inning in the 4th, but in the top of the 5th, we finally broke the seal and scored.
La jugada salvadora de los pitchers, el roletazo, pifia, a segunda, un out, ya no va a sacar.
Me da la impresión de que no se percata dónde va el happy.
I put up another 0 in the 5th, and by the time I took the mound for the 6th, it was pouring. Hard to grip the ball right now. The rain's getting a little slick. I put up another 0 in the 6th, and then the tarp scandal happened. I don't think I'm gonna get another inning. I mean, maybe it'll just like stay like this, but annoying, man. Every time I pitch, it's honestly incredible. It was bright and sunny until I took the field and the storm clouds gathered. Get out of the rain. Content! Get out of the rain, Kev! Content! Damn it! It's pretty bad. They can't get the tarp on. The field's soaked now. It took them 15 minutes to get the field covered with the tarp. By far the worst execution of tarping the field that I've ever seen, unless you believe the conspiracy theories that the grounds crew was told to make sure the game got rained out. Then it was flawlessly executed. Do I believe the conspiracy theories? Well, it certainly looked intentional. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, despite only throwing 63 pitches through 6 scoreless innings, my day was done, and the game would have to be resumed the following day. But not before exploring the city a bit. Today, we are in Monterey, and before the game resumes, we are taking a trip to the LMB Hall of Fame. I have to deliver this, which is my 19 strikeout ball. It's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and we're going to take a tour and see what it's all about. This is the poster that they made on the 19 strikeout game. It has the pitch graph, the XY plot of the pitch movements, and also a pitch by pitch with all the different results and induced vertical movements and stuff like that, which is pretty darn cool. And then Cano is also coming today because he's got to give some stuff for the Hall of Fame as well, so they got a big poster of him out as well. So the Harp family is the owners of the Diablos and Oaxaca, but they built this Hall of Fame. They're the ones that kind of put it together. So, and this big baseball out here in the lobby is part of that. Check this out. It's made up of a bunch of small baseballs to make the texture of a big baseball. I had a great time at the Hall of Fame. I signed the big baseball out front, donated my ball for display, and got a tour and history lesson about the best players and managers in Mexican baseball history. There's 50 pesos to get into the Hall of Fame, and you can come in, go to the library, read some books, hang out. They got books for kids, and they have a little field where you can play some baseball. And then they have a pitching cage and a batting cage here and a home run derby simulator. And this is the pitching tunnel over here. So the whole thesis is that you bring people in and you get them to come here and hang out around baseball and the culture and history, and you create new baseball fans and give them something to enjoy being around baseball, which is pretty awesome. The home run derby simulator is a hit tracks, so very familiar with the system. People can come and hit balls off the tee and see how far they can hit them. Great use of hit tracks right there.
Hey, live small, bump the ball.
Yeah, live small, bump the ball. And after spending a couple hours touring the hall, we had a continuation game to get prepared for, so it was off to the field. How is the field like? Did they have time to fix the field? It was a lake yesterday.
They did it in the morning or...
So if you're a reliever, what do you, like Courtney, he's supposed to pitch in like an hour and a half. Yeah, is he throwing? Courtney, are you throwing right now?
Hi.
Good?
I don't think I should. It's gonna be like an hour and a half and I'm gonna have to be in the game.
Dude, I'm rattled, like, cause usually relievers would throw and only get like 5 hours off and then game or whatever, but
I'll just go out to the bullpen.
Is this mound bullpen different? No, same.
A little. This one's a little bit flatter.
Frats. Oh.
This one's a little bit steeper,
Yeah, okay.
but very nice.
Okay.
Hard.
You're right.
Yeah, doesn't
Steep
dig
and
out.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go walk on the infield because I saw like the amount of dirt they were like shoveling out of there yesterday. I was like, how the hell? I threw 28% fastballs.
I noticed.
So you'd be happy with that one. That's like a Ponce's nightmare game. Nightmare. But it probably scores you like a 99% on the pitcher score.
On the freaking Tacoma.
Yeah.
The Seattle Mariners score.
Yeah.
Would freaking call me up after that next day.
My slider was like up to 16 horizontal. I actually didn't even look at the only.
No, look at the important ones.
The only one I
The
looked.
slider's gonna be good. We want to know how big the curveball, how high the fastball.
The only one I looked at was the splitter.
That's a real important one.
It was 11 and 13 vert, the two I threw, and I was like, that's terrible. I'm not throwing that anymore.
But you got to swing and miss on one, no?
I got a called strike and a swing and miss on one, yeah.
Not very many cutters, eh?
I threw quite a few cutters. I was like 25, 25, 25, 25 between four seam.
Ideal power game.
Yeah, except that I didn't have two of my pitches, so I'd ideally be like probably like 30% four seam, 10% two seam, and then the rest of the 60 split between my four off-speed pitches. Yesterday was a bit aggressive on the off-speed stuff, I will say.
You started everybody in the beginning with sliders.
Yeah, cutters. Those were all cutters.
They were? Why were they so slow?
Well, I was sitting 90 in the first 3 innings. Still a little hungover from the adrenaline rush at the and not like drunk hungover, but like
I thought you were
body wise.
You might have had a sip of beer during that celebration.
I might have absorbed a little bit through my pores, but then I like woke up in the fourth and I was back to like 94, 96.
Yeah.
Hit the first pitch because they're not gonna. Dude, look how fucking dusty it is now. Probably more Diablos fans here than Sultanes fans right now. I always worry about relievers in situations like this because they don't know how to warm up when it's not in the bullpen. Can we get the lineup on here? What's going on? I want to see the velo. What's the score? What's the count? I know who's hitting. Now it's definitely time for the slider because the next fastball he throws is going to be a hit if he doesn't throw a slider. Slider now, but strike. Gotta be in strike zone.
I did cut a little bit, right?
So, yeah, must have. The game resumed in the 7th inning, and Courtney punched out the side to preserve our 1-0 lead. We even got him to do a sword. Sword! Ah!
He did it.
He did it?
Off the mount. Like this?
It's great. Like, yeah, it's a little steep.
Higher? Yeah, too high. Yeah, high.
Little steep, but it's nice and hard. It doesn't wear out at all.
Sorry, it wasn't even in my mind. Doing this.
Yeah.
I was like pointing at the guy because I didn't know if he checked it or not.
Yeah.
And I looked over here and he's like, hey, hey! I was like, all right, man. Picked up right where you left off.
5 of the first 6 hitters have struck out. That tells you anything.
Probably says something about
Yeah. So the game resumed at 5 p.m. and this stadium has a reputation for day games. Apparently, the shadows are terrible and hitters can't see anything until the sun goes down, which is great for us since we had the lead. I don't know, try to sign a contract in Japan or MLB. If I get one of those, I probably won't play. But well, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I just wanted to like finish playing this season and take a little time off and see where I was at and decide then. We got through the 8th scoreless, and then in the top of the 9th. Oh! Go! Go!
That's the most impressive home run I've ever seen because nobody has seen a ball yet tonight.
Yep. Boy, Pide! That's a huge run. So that made it 2-0, which was more than enough for Anraku to close it out. Yeah! Jump on the boy, Tomo! Wait, I'll go this way. I played. I did something. I played. I did something.
Your mom told me that she loves the jersey, the mint jersey, and she loves it. So
We gotta get her one.
yeah.
Little Rocco. It was a good day for the team. Obviously yesterday with the rain coming out and the tarp and the whole situation, having to come back today and finish it was a little bit tough for both teams. But I'm glad we pulled it out, and Pirela hit a big home run there to give us a comfortable lead. If you notice in the background of my interview there, the tarp was going on the field flawlessly. It wasn't raining, of course, but well, anyway. 3-0 good, guys. One more win and we're champs. Front and center, Ren.
Fuck, Ren.
Ew.
We love you, Ren. He's right.
What'd he say?
No tunnel, 21 scoreless. Ren's right. Yeah, after the game, tunnel.
Did you get out of college? Did you go like straight to AA?
I went to high A for 3 weeks and then double A. But yeah, I never got like the low A rookie ball. Like I didn't mind any of the levels, but you feel so far away, you know? Once you start getting like double A, triple A, like, oh, guys get called up from here. Extended, yeah. I've not done extended yet, but I've heard horror stories. My buddy went to extended, and his first paycheck, they gave him a paycheck. It said $0 on it. I can't imagine how degrading it must be to get a check for $0. Dude, Carlos Carrasco, when he came over, he was living in a room with like 5 guys ordering pizza every night and they had to like walk to the stadium and stuff because they had no money. For the year or for, damn, what was your strikeout percentage? Higher than mine? That's all that mattered? If we're at sea level, once you saw your name above mine, you were like, that's it. Yeah. I don't care if it's a typo or anything. Most cutters thrown. Ponce won. Who wants to be my last catch play partner of the season? How many balls will ejecto out of my new glove today? It's nice.
Yes, it is. Beautiful.
Until it gets dirty, then you got a catch play partner? No. You want to throw?
Yeah, sure.
One more time? One more time this season?
I'm going to die.
Huh?
I'm not going to die.
I'm not going to die either, but you're going to the States. You're going to go play where I can't play, so.
You'll be there soon.
Well, it doesn't feel like I pitched recently, so that's good, I guess. Oh no, hot potato. Dude, these seats make it hard to see. The blue and gray and whites in the outfield. Haven't dropped one yet though, that's good. Kev did a good job of breaking my glove in yesterday for me. Got it worked in a little bit. God damn it. As soon as I talk about it. I wonder what would happen if I threw a 2-seam right now. Nothing. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
No, thank you.
Oh, Cano will hit me one. I'm not going to catch that, even though I maybe could have. After some fake hustle during BP, it was time for Game 4.
Feel good?
Feel hard after the game.
Good.
I was 90 the first inning, so you're chilling. You get an elbow in the head?
Yeah, in the head.
You know Juan Uribe?
Yeah.
Playing third base. He's with Cleveland. Ground ball, takes a bad hop, hits him right in the nuts.
In the nuts.
No cup.
No cup.
No cup. They asked him after the game, why don't you wear a cup? And he goes, they don't make one my size. That's still one of the best clapbacks I've ever heard.
Ball again. Fútbol. Fútbol.
He doesn't throw that pitch.
This year wasn't tough.
What? Is that a new pitch?
I don't know. It's good.
It's like a true cutter. Yeah, so Brooks developed a curveball, I guess? Remember this scene from last series?
I need a curveball. I need something I can throw on Friday.
Stiff wrist and just karate chop through. I guess he just decided to whip it out in the finals? I don't know. I was going to ask him about it, though, as soon as the inning was over. Hey, -1 vert, -11.
Like a curveball, though.
I was wondering if you tried to rip a curveball.
No, I just fucking threw it and just came out like a curveball. I don't know, I just threw it as hard as I could, right down the middle. I said, just finish over there. And he's swinging mid.
That's the way to do it.
It goes like that, he's not going to hit it.
That's the way to do it. He's thrown an inning and a third and given up a hit, and he's thrown 10 pitches. It's just swing, 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 swing. I love it. This feels like a last game of the year type of day, where the whole goal is to swing at the first pitch. The starting pitcher for Monterey today was Julio Teheran. Now, it was supposed to be Jared Lakin, but when they went down 3-0 and had the tarp controversy delay the game by a day, they decided to pitch Teheran again, and it didn't go well for him. We put up 4 in the first, and they only got 2 outs. Then they brought Lakin in from the pen, and he proceeded to go 4 innings and give up 0 runs and only allow 2 hits. So it was good to see him having some success at least.
Yes.
Can I help you? Nope, just looking. Brooks got some lat issues? That's not good.
I know that has to do with my bad elbow range of motion, like not being able to get full extension or full flexion. And my bicep or tricep are constantly on. You know what I mean? They never relax. So
Yeah.
I'm throwing, like last outing, I was throwing fucking 97 a lot. I think my arms just like, buddy, we can't do that.
My body did that too. I was like 97, 98 out of the pen. And then last game I was like 90 and I was like, why won't my body move? I was like,
Fucking went. All right,
this hurts.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And you have this huge high and then it's like your body's crushed for like 2 weeks. If it's like in the muscle belly, it's just like, yeah.
It's just annoying.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Tossing, I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Especially in that position.
Yeah.
Now adrenaline's dead, but I know after the game.
That's always the deal we make with ourselves, right? It's like, just let me do this and then I'll take the pain after, but just like, let me be good over there. Yeah. You're red Lakin. You're red Lakin, shoving. Maybe they should have let him start. They're gonna pull him? Why? He's not happy right now at all.
Yeah, he just walked off the mountain before Kellyana.
Yeah. Why are you pulling him? He's a starter. He's at 48 pitches. He's shoving. He's got 2 outs.
I know that Teheran is the ace, but if you look at the numbers, we chase a lot with lefties. I know he's the ace, but
If they're gonna win the series, they gotta win 4 games. So they're gonna have to win. You're not gonna start Tehran in game 7 on short rest.
Yeah.
So you gotta win Lakin, Tehran, Visa, and Tarpley.
Yeah.
They all gotta win the games. So why not have Lakin pitch here?
yeah, exactly.
Ah! 15 through 5. Oh yeah, did I mention Brooks hadn't allowed a base runner through 5 innings? Shh. Don't let the baseball gods know I said that. How many pitches is he at, you know? Unfortunately, immediately after I brought that up, he allowed a 3-2 single to break up the perfect game. Of course. That's my bad. He did induce a double play to end the inning though, meaning he had still faced the minimum through 6 and we were still up 4-0. How about Brooksy?
I was like, damn, I think I'm gonna get him right here. I'm gonna have to keep it going.
That's a tough one because you can't walk him there, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm not here. Hey.
Yeah, you gave it your best.
Here
Fuck
you
it.
go, buddy. I'm throwing it hard right down the middle. Good luck.
Yep.
You hit it. You hit it. God damn it.
Good for him. Yeah.
I learned the sweeper. It's a curveball. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I learned it in Arizona before I came here, but I never got to use it because
Mexico
it was
City.
like spring training in Cancun. I had no feel of it. I was just throwing fastballs.
Yeah.
And slide a cutter. Today in the bullpen, I was just ripping it. I was like, I don't even care. I'm gonna use the fuck out of it.
It was nasty.
Yeah, I was like, surprised me. I'm like, wow, when I have that, it makes everything else way better.
Yeah, because now your cutter's just an early count strike pitch to get him off the heater.
Exactly.
And as soon as you get the 2 strikes, like whoop, or this way to lefties. Yeah.
Or go up.
Yeah. So many more options.
It's crazy. Because when I only have 3 pitches like this and like this, it's like good hitters can be like, well, it's either gonna go like this or up. It's not, nothing's really gonna go slow that way or slow down.
If you're a righty, you kind of eliminate the changeup and you just pick either the cutter or the fastball. Yeah.
And if your shit's good enough, you'll get them out. But
yeah.
3rd time through the lineup, probably not. Probably gonna give up a hit. That's an out.
Or a
fucking pop up.
Yep. So Brooks' night was done, 6 scoreless. Courtney threw a scoreless 7th, and Fierro got a couple guys on in the 8th, but didn't allow a run. So we headed to the 9th up 4-0, riding a 29-inning scoreless streak, and 3 more outs for a championship. You think Rocco hits 97 tonight? First warm-up pitcher looks firm. 94. Got to make sure you get 1 there. As someone who was on the opposite end of a 20-inning playoff scoreless streak in Cincinnati, that's absolutely demoralizing. But to their credit, they didn't give up and they fought back in the 9th. Leadoff single, followed by an error on a double play ball, so instead of 2 outs, nobody on, it was 2 on, nobody out. And that led them to breaking our scoreless streak.
Whoa.
But it did start to get a little nervous there in the 9th because now the middle of their order was up with a chance to hit a walk-off homer, and that would have given them a ton of momentum, which we did not want to do.
Oh boy. This got to be the last hitter.
Dude, gotta throw strike one. We gotta throw strike one. We haven't thrown strike one this entire inning. Eventually, even though it was a bit of a struggle, we arrived at this pitch.
Listo, Anraku. Descolgado, se va a acabar el juego y la campaña.
And with that, we were champions. There was lots of yelling, lots of hugs and congratulations, and we took a lot of pictures. And with that, I turned the cameras off because it was time to head to the clubhouse and spray champagne, do some dancing, and enjoy the evening. Because it was an incredible season, and one worth celebrating and remembering. We led the division from start to finish. We finished the regular season with a 71-19 record, the best team in the history of LMB. We pulled off the greatest comeback in playoffs history, coming back from 3-0 down to beat Oaxaca, and now we were champions. To everyone that came along on this journey with me this year, I appreciate all of you. And if you're finding this video for the first time, you can watch the entirety of this magical season unfold right here on this channel, starting by clicking on this video right here.